Springfield's pure classic rock. 104.7 The Cave.
Hey, what's going on, Mike the Intern? It's Monday, back in the chair. Hopefully you're bundled up because Sasquatch is watching. Today on the show, we're going to talk about the 40th anniversary of Signals from Rush and all the included records they've got in on it coming out later this year. Really good album from the band, in my opinion. Also, we're going to talk about, of course, Leonard Skinner on the road this year. They're at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater with ZZ Top later on this summer. Part of our Cave concert explosion, which kicked off this weekend, goes for the next couple months. Your chance to win tickets to some of the best shows this year in the state. We're talking this week, we're doing Journey Toto. We've got Rocklahoma. We've got Foreigner twice. We've got Doobie Brothers twice. We've got Skinner, ZZ Top, as I mentioned. A lot's going on. So definitely get entered every week. Again, you can come back and enter again. If you've entered for this week and you don't win the Journey tickets, the next week you can do the same thing, and so on and so forth. It's fine because every week we're giving away different tickets. So just keep coming back and entering whenever you can. Also this morning, we're going to talk about Randy Bachman and how he was supposed to be on the road with Burton Cummings from the Guess Who, but unfortunately COVID screwed all that up and then they just couldn't make it work. So he's actually going to be doing some dates with his son on a tour they're calling Bachman and Bachman, which is actually pretty cool. And then RTZ, Robin Zander's kid from Cheap Trick. He's been a member of the band for like 6-7 years now, but he just released his first solo single, and he's got an album coming out, I believe, next month. Very much Beatlesque. What's going on all the way in Greece? Hell yeah, man. Good morning, Brad, and of course, good morning, Robin. Thanks for being here. Anyway, so yeah, because Cheap Trick, those guys have always been a big fan of the Beatles and definitely influenced by them. RTZ, Robin's kid, is definitely in the same boat. So his album is very much Beatles-esque, and it's a really cool record so far. What I've heard, I think, especially if you're into the Beatles, definitely give it a listen. He's got Robin's kind of style voice, a little bit higher up in the range, so he can pull off some pretty interesting stuff. So that's what we're talking about. 720, your keys to the kingdom. We'll be talking about some of the available edge rushers in this year's draft. 725 and 820, Ned Reynolds and myself will talk sports. 745, Guitar Hero Worship. 825, 3 Degrees of Mike the Intern. Then we get a kick in the ass from Ned with our motivational mornings during the 9 o'clock hour. Stream the show online, 1047thecave.com, on our 104.7 The Cave app. Just, listen to us on a radio. The Beatles on Springfield's Pure Classic Rock, 104.7 The Cave, come together. 629. It is 33 degrees. I'm Mike the Intern. Time for a morning spin brought to you by American Grower Supply. On Carney, find them online, amgrows.com this week, celebrating the 50th anniversary of my favorite album from Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy, released March 28th, 1973. I say that with conviction because it is my favorite song to song. Some of my favorite Zeppelin songs are on this record, and as a whole, this album is just so good. And it blows my mind that they are able to do this record, especially after doing an album like Led Zeppelin 4, which is amazing. And then 3, 2, 1, and then to do Physical Graffiti after that. So literally, these guys were just on this creative high, which just continued, especially into 72, when they decided again to use the Rolling Stones mobile studio because they'd used it on their fourth record and when they recorded at Headley Grange. So they started kind of working on that stuff while they were there with like no quarter. They end up using Mick Jagger's home, Stargroves, in Hampshire to do it. They used Eddie Kramer to be the engineer. And then John Paul Jones and Jimmy Page also kind of started doing their own home recording stuff. For example, Page would pretty much complete almost all of the Rain song and arrangement from his home studio. And then JPJ was able to pretty much kind of develop a new arrangement for No Quarter at his. So then when they would get together, they'd do it at Stargroves. Then they went on the road in 72 in North America. They used Electric Ladyland and Olympic Studios to kind of finish up the gaps. But the most interesting thing about this was while they were at Electric Land Studios recording some of the songs for this record, they also did a bunch of rock and roll covers. And a lot of the songs that they did were actually a bunch of songs from Elvis's Golden Records collection. Those have not seen the light of day. which blows my mind because all the re-releases that Zeppelin's done, they've never put those out. And I would love to hear this band at this point doing nothing but Elvis. That would be so awesome. Lead track is called The Song Remains the Same on vinyl on 104.7 The Cave. That was like a novel. All right, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you need me in order to find me, I'm here till 10, 104.7 The Cave. See ya.
Springfield's pure classic rock. 104.7 The Cave.